Hey, it's Ken from Flowtricks, and I want to show you what I've been working on. This website is almost ready to launch. It's not going to have all the features, of course, because it's huge. I wanted to share this with you and also just let you guys know, like, usually when I'm not teaching, I'm working on this website. The last couple days, I could have made a video, but I decided I really want to crunch this out because we need something for our community. So this is going to be the main page that you're going to see when you log in. Now, we're going to beta test it for Patreon donors to start with. So I'm hoping to get this out in a week or two. I'm really pushing for it. And let me show you kind of what we've got so far. Okay, this is just the dashboard right now. We're gonna have the featured spinner of the month right here. This will be the picture of whoever gets featured. Now you can always feature by using the hashtag FTPic on anything that you post there. And basically all you gotta do is, it'll tell you a little bit about them. We'll have one of the admins basically interview them. You can click on view profile to actually go visit them. So anyone that's a featured spinner will probably get a lot of friend requests. See, this is Lasercat was the featured spinner, and I could just go down here and just say congrats on being featured. And I can post the update right there. Yay! So there it is. Of course, I am Lasercat, so I just posted it myself. So I'm going to close out of this tab, then we're going to go back here. When you go down further, this was really hard. This took me a while to do because there are so many menus and options, and it looks so confusing trying to have 100 different menu options on one screen. So I really worked on making a graphic interface. I'm going to go through these because each one is its own little world. So this is the main page. If you have any notifications, they'll pop up down here. 1 unread notifications, 1 unread message. So all I got to do, obviously, is click on it. And like this shows the one message I wrote to myself, and I can just kind of pretty much read it. Just kind of click on this and it'll open it up. Boom. And so I'm back to here. We're going to go back here. So the U page is going to be the most important things. That's going to be, you can click up here to update your wall, which is, to update your activity. You can go straight to your inbox. This will let you know if you have notifications or messages. This will also show you the points, how many points you have accumulated. And there may be more on the right side too. And this is just your settings. Like if you want to talk about your background, like what you spin, what you're passionate about, et cetera, et cetera. Are you a professional? Are you an amateur? Do you practice? How often do you practice? It'll ask you all kinds of questions about your spinning background. And then there's your location. That's for your flow map. So like if you want to be able to be found or find other people, you edit your location and people can find you. Now keep in mind, if we edit location, it will ask you for a lot of things. You can actually have it automatically detect, or I can just go to edit location. It'll ask me for a lot of things, but it will not show anyone your street address, only your city and your state. So you don't have to worry about like actually people finding you, but they will be able to find what city and state you're from, and they can do a search, which we'll view later. And then your email settings, which is if you want to get messages, like an email, every time someone messages you or sends you a notification of any kind, you just kind of customize it there. The next part is community, and as I click on community, you're going to see there's groups. I'll just go ahead and click on groups. Groups is just like Facebook groups. We have Flowtricks communities, groups for staff spinners, double nunchuck spinners, music to float to, inspirational videos. We have all different kinds, nunchuck spinners. And for Patreon donors, I'm going to also allow it to where they can create one extra group right now. We're just going to kind of go with that and see how that works out. And this is just like Facebook. Right now, I'm a part of this group, but you can post videos over here. Christina had posted this a while ago. I can go ahead and like it if I want. I can respond back just by clicking on this reply button, and I can post. So it's a lot like Facebook. I may have talked about this before. You can send invites to this group. So if there's other people that would really like this Nunchuck Spinners group, you go there. Courses is for later when there's professional courses. You can click on this and it'll give you full-blown courses that can have not only videos, but you can be tested and get homework, etc., etc. The leaderboard is every group can have their own point system. So if we have a group that does games, we can create a point system for it and have admins award out points to see who basically is winning in a game. So that's pretty exciting. So that's groups for you in a nutshell. The flow journal is, of course, we've kind of worked over this already, but I'm going to go over all of this a little bit more in depth. The flow journal is a collage of your experiences. So as I go down here, this is everyone's entry in the flow journal sorted by the latest posts. So every time you write in your flow journal, it's going to appear here. Now this is just all my all my entries right now, but essentially what you get is a collage of people's thoughts, feelings, what they were going through while they were training. They're sharing inspiration, and you can kind of go through it, or you can go and share your own by clicking on tap here. I say tap because most people have mobile phones. And over there, this is just your journal here. This gives you suggestions like, I had an amazing time when I was what? Or today I've been struggling with. So the top is kind of like openers that'll help you come up with an idea. Then you give it a title like, today I trained post body and I sprained my eyeball. I don't know. And then you can say how you're feeling. Right now I'm feeling in pain. And then you rate your day. I've given it a 2 stars. From there, you can do a featured image. You just go ahead and click on select image, and you can create any image you want. Basically, I'm not going to do it right now, but when you click on submit, watch what happens. It submits it, and bam! You'll notice that's the next post right there. It just appears automatically. Today I trained home. So it automatically puts it into this whole collage of other posts. And as you can see, the featured post would put the picture on there. So that's the flow journal in essence. Now let's go to the next part. Find a flow me. All right, so this is going to be basically finding artists around the world. I've kind of gone over this already, but I'm just going to show you again. So if you're looking for nunchaku spinners, in my area 68005, let's say within 200 miles of 68005, submit. And what it will do is it will bring up. Now, obviously, again, since this is mine, since barely anyone's on this right now, because I've been the only one programming it, there I am right here. But it'll bring up other people. It'll bring up, everyone within 200 miles that spin nunchaku. Now, the cool thing is you can send a friendship right away. I can click on the name and go straight to their profile, so I can send them a friend request, send them a private message, etc., etc. We can also have flow maps for events as well as pages and groups, but that will come later. I will explain that way later. That's a little bit too in depth. So that's community 1. Let's go to community 2 now. Community 2 has 2 things, or 3 things really, but Music to Flow to is basically a database of music that you love. So basically, you're like, oh man, I heard this cool track on Spotify. I really want to share it. So I'm going to just go ahead and open this up here. And right now what it's doing is it's showing you all of the music that's been entered. Well, I've only entered in 5 so far. And you can choose by, let's say you want to find dubstep songs. I'll type dubstep. It will filter out everything but the dubstep songs down below. You can also sort by the date that it was posted, so the latest entries are up top. Popular post is how many times people have hearted. See this heart over here? So if I really like a post, I can click on it and it adds an extra heart. So it's a cumulative of what everyone else thought about it there. Or you can sort by the M2F2 rating, which is actually the author, the rating that they put it on. For instance, if I click on Cell Dweller, you'll see that I gave it 5 stars. Here's a link to a YouTube post, so you can listen to it on YouTube. And then you also see the tags. This is how when I click on the search, if I typed rock, electronic, EDM, cinematic, or intense, any of those would bring up this song. So that's kind of how the Music to Flow to works. There's also, within this group here, at the very bottom says to add your own music, click or tap here. I'll go ahead and click on that and you'll see this is basically where you share it. So what's the song title? Who's the artist? Link. Now make sure you don't give illegal links. This is maybe if you found it on YouTube or if there's a Spotify or SoundCloud. This is tags. These are the most important things. You want to make sure that you put a lot of tags in here because that's how people can search for it. Why do you recommend this in the first place? Maybe it's good for performance. Maybe it's good for when you're just trying to jam. I mean, there may be different reasons why, and this is important. And lastly, you rate it because not every song is worth 5 stars. I mean, I don't know why you'd put a 1 star in there, but maybe a 1 star. Anyways, so you have Music to Flow to, and then over here is site-wide activity. I'm going to go over here. The reason why you'd want to go to site-wide activity is because maybe you visited the website like 2 hours ago and something has changed. So I visited here. Oh, there's only been 2 posts since I last visited, but you can see what interesting things is happening on site-wide activity. That's everything that everyone's been doing on the website. So you can also filter it. So like right now this shows all members. Maybe you just want to see what your friends have been up to in the last 2 hours or the last time you visited. Here you can just go down and see what everything your friends have done. Now this is kind of different in Facebook in that it defaults to public. I mean, this is for Flow Arts though, so we're not really like sharing our private lives on here. We're sharing our love for Flow. So you can change your privacy features. Like if I click up here, you'll notice that I can change it up here to everyone, or only logged in users, or only my friends. So you can change privacy settings, but generally speaking, you should try not to make it too private, because it'll generally appear in the activities. And the same thing with my groups. This is just all the posts in the groups that you visited, or my likes is where you've recently liked it, if there's been updates on there. So you'll see there's a lot of really cool ways that you can filter and see like what has been updated recently. Now, the members list is a cool way to just make friends. It's really simple. You just look at the members, you look at the last active, and you say, hey, this guy's I've seen him quite a bit. He was the very last person that came on. Or maybe you want to find the newest registered. You want to see what new people have joined. Hey, Han's the last new guy. We can add a friend over here. We can just click on it to view his profile. Han hasn't done anything to his website. Okay, so we're going to go back. And then the last one is alphabetical, which is just A to Z. That makes a lot of sense, right? Next, we're going to go over to hashtags. Now, hashtags is going to be a core essential of Flowtricks. And basically, under hashtag, you'll see that like FT pick, for instance, that's where you submit your pick of the week. Now, if I click on this, I'm always opening a new tab just so I don't lose this page, so I can go back here quickly. If I go over here, I've got to go back to all members so I can see anyone that typed a hashtag of FT pick will be featured down here. So, oh wait, let's go back. Sorry. Let me try this again. Okay. FT pick, open a new link. There we go. Okay. So you'll see every time there's an FT pick, which is a Flowtricks, that's a submission to the Flowtricks pick of the week, you'll see that there. So if I wanted to submit, I would just do this. FT pick, this photo is awesome. Oops, I spelled that wrong, but it's fine because I'm not going to keep it. And then I would click over here to add my photo, and I would just basically post it. So we have all different kinds, but the nice thing about this is you can basically sort through the most important hashtags through this. So FT help is if you need help. So if you're asking for help and now no one's asked for help yet, but if you click on this, oh, actually, how do I meow? FT help. If you click on this and you just type FT help, now you can type this in your activity feed. You can type this anywhere. It's just conveniently sitting there just in case. You can ask anyone anything, and all they have to do is go to their hashtags and click on FT help to see if they want to either ask for help or give help. It's a really simple way to find where everyone's asking questions. So this works better than in a group, because sometimes in a group people ask all different kinds of things, but if in this very specific hashtag help, you can go and get something very specific. Like here's an FT lesson, so anytime someone posts a tutorial, they'll hashtag it FT lesson, and then all a person has to do is click on it, and it'll bring up all the different lessons that people have taught. Obviously, I don't have any up right now. So this makes, as you're posting, it makes it a lot more interesting and easy to find things. You can put a challenge, you can put a demo of your latest awesome flow, maybe the first time you got a success in something, or maybe a really bad fail. That's another one. Or gratitude, someone that you're grateful, or something that you're grateful for. So that's what hashtags are all about. If you have a new idea for hashtags, we're more than welcome to add more to it. Then we're over to games. Now games is the next, let's see here. There we go. Games is the next one. These will be daily challenges. These will be ways that you can earn points. Right now I have just sample made up ones like take over the world. So if I click over here, it'll say we want you to take over the world. Oh my gosh. And then maybe what I meant to say is you just post something and you hashtag takeover, and then later that night an admin comes on, basically accesses the takeover hashtag to see who submitted to this challenge, and then from there you can get an award or you get points, and then you can earn badges, and you'll see people who've earned the badge over there. And not only that, it may show up on your wall as well. So that's kind of the first part of it. So you basically use games to gain badges or to gain points, and you can use points later to earn prizes. And man, that's going to be awesome, because I want to get like physical prizes that you can actually win to make this pretty awesome. Games over here are, right now we have nothing, but this is where we're going to post huge games. Like if we have site-wide games, that have nothing to do with daily challenges, but maybe we're doing some sort of crazy game, you know? I don't know yet. I mean, there's so many different kinds of games that we're probably going to make, but essentially we're trying to make this a gamified community. So games is going to be a big deal here, and we're going to just basically have everything in under one click. So that way you can find everything that you can do to either earn points, gain prizes, gain recognition, get a badge, etc., etc. Then we have Learn. Now I have nothing under Learn right now. Learn is really small, and Learn is going to be huge for Flowtricks. But the thing is I want to release this sooner than later. So instead of trying to go through all my videos and try to get like this crazy database, which I've done, but it's not ready yet, I'm just doing this instead right now. Basically, I'm just saying, put it on hold. I'm just going to get all this community stuff out first. But Learn is going to be a huge factor. So basically, Flowtricks website is 3 big things, okay? It's games. It's this. It's community, which is basically like Facebook. So we have a gamified community, essentially. And then the last is it's going to be professional as well as amateur courses. They're going to be like the best courses you can possibly get on the planet, in the world of the solar system. So we're going to have a lot of instructors. It's not going to just be me. We're going to open this thing up, but we're going to start very slowly. And by very slowly, we're not even going to have it yet. And it's when it first opens, the Learn section is going to be closed because it's a big monster, and it's only going to slow down the process of me getting this website up. Lastly is points. So I said it's a gamified system. Not only can you play games, but you get points for simple things, and this tells you what you get it for. So like if you get an approved comment, you get 1 point. If you create a new post, you get 15 points, but you can only do it once a day. If you view courses, you get 10 points, things like that. If you update your profile, you get 1 point, but you can do it up to 3 times a day. So you can just type in what you've been doing today up to 3 times a day, and you get 1 point apiece, and on and on and on. I may change these, but this will always stay updated to just easy ways to get points while you're just working through it. Whew. Wow, okay, so that's kind of the basics of it. There's a lot more. I mean, like, I have secret messages. Like, if you type a message and if you type the secret message, you get bonus points for that. And I have, oh my gosh, there's just so much. And just even going to your wall, you're going to notice that there's going to be a lot of things to cover. So I can't possibly cover all of it, but let's just go to the wall again. And obviously, like I said, you'll have all your badges listed to the right. So if you get cool badges, they will appear to the right. So that way, when you do some great achievements, right now I just have an ASDF achievement, which is something completely made up, and it's probably deleted. Let me see. Yep, I deleted it. But I mean, if you have cool badges, it'll appear here. You'll also notice white belt. That's because down the line, this is going to be a whole belt system, and this will kind of show you how far you are along the Flowtricks system. Right now, it doesn't say anything, but eventually, when you go up in rank, at least digitally, this will change to all the different kinds of belts, all the different kinds of colors. Let me just Flowtricks. And I'm going to be honest, I've just kind of skimmed the surface. Like if you notice, even when I do search, you can search in blog posts, pages, members, groups. So there's just so much that's happening. I mean, gosh, I've been working on this for like a year and a half, so obviously there's going to be a lot of things. But here's a good example here. I just wanted to show you, this is a badge. I think you can have up to 5 badges. Displaying here, or you can just click on the achievements. So I can go to someone else's page and click on achievements to see how cool they are, what they've been doing. But if I click on that over here, you can see this kind of tells you what the badge is all about and who's earned it. Yeah, so anyways, I know this is quite a bit of information, but I am really excited. I'm going to try to push this out. I know that the videos and the lessons and the learning, which is like super important to have in the website, I'm just putting that off to the side for now and focusing on the community and the games. Once we get it going, we're going to start bringing in all the courses and the videos and all the cool stuff with that. There's a whole nother ballpark with that, but for now, this is where we are. Thank you for watching. This has been almost 20 minutes. But I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on, because like I said, when I'm not working on making videos, I'm probably working on this website in some form or another. So hope you guys enjoy, and yeah, I will talk to you all soon.